In November 2022, a tragic event shocked the southern coast of the United States. A small boat carrying 18 people sank in the waters of California. 16 lives were lost, including children. Now, a woman named Yaquelin has been sentenced to prison for her role in this heartbreaking case. But what really happened? Why did so many people die? And what was her part in all of this? Let's break it down in simple language. Yaquelin. Yaquelin is a young woman originally from Cuba. She was living in Florida. In 2022 October, she herself entered the US without proper documents. Only a month later, in November, she got involved in human smuggling operation, something very dangerous and illegal. But according to her lawyers, she wasn't the one who planned everything. They say that her ex-boyfriend, a much older man who had been in control of her life for years, was behind the entire plan. He lived in Cuba and he asked her to collect money from families living in Florida who wanted to bring their loved ones to America. Yaquelin collected more than $11,000 from several families who trusted her. These families believed that she was helping them reunite with the people that they care about. People stuck in Cuba who were really desperate to find safety and a better life. Once she had the money, she sent it to her boyfriend in Cuba. Then came the dangerous part. Her co-conspirators put 18 people onto a small fishing boat. But there were major problems. The boat was too small. There weren't enough life jackets and the man driving the boat didn't know how to operate it properly. Just 5 hours after the boat left Cuba, disaster struck. About 30 miles into the journey, the overloaded boat sank in the ocean. Let me tell you, only 2 people survived. Let me tell you, 16 people died. Some of the bodies were later found in the waters near Florida. Officials confirmed the cause of death for those recovered was drowning. After an investigation, Yaquelin was arrested and brought to the court. She pleaded guilty to helping in the smuggling operation. Let me tell you that the law is very strict. She could have been given life in prison. But because of her young age and her history of abuse, the judge sentenced her to 7.5 years behind the bars. Her lawyers explained that her ex-boyfriend controlled and abused her for many years. He threatened her with deportation and forced her to be part of the plan. They argued that she didn't fully understand what would happen and never wanted anybody to get hurt. You know, this tragic story is more than just about one woman or one boat. It shows how dangerous illegal smuggling is. Families who want a better life sometimes trust the wrong people. And women like Yaquelin, who may also be victims, can end up in terrible situations where they are forced to make life or death choices. This also happened during a time when immigration laws were changing really fast in the US. Under President Donald Trump, the government was trying to reduce the number of people entering the country without documents. Many migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, and Nicaragua were losing their special immigration protection. That made people even more desperate to take risky journey. In the end, this particular case reminds us how complex human smuggling is. It involves money, power, fear, and broken system. 16 lives were lost in a tragedy that could have been prevented. And now, a woman will spend years in prison while others are still searching for justice.